నమస్కారం. ఇప్పుడు మనం డెమో క్లాస్ ఆన్ హౌ టు ఓవర్కమ్ మిస్కన్సెప్షన్ అమాంగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆన్ బేసిక్ ఇంగ్లీష్ గ్రామర్, ప్రొనౌన్స్, షీ, హర్, హీ, హిస్ గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. నా పేరు కుసుమ. ఈరోజు మన సెషన్లో కొన్ని ముఖ్యమైన అంశాలను పరిశీలిద్దాం. ఈ సెషన్లో కాన్వర్జేషన్స్ అంటే కబుర్లు, కంటెంట్ ఒక వీడియో ప్రెజెంటేషన్, క్రియేటివ్ యాక్టివిటీస్ ఇన్ క్లాస్, హోమ్ యాక్టివిటీ అండ్ రీక్యాప్చులేషన్ను చూద్దాం.
What is a misconception? You would have heard the word misconception or misconception poster multiple times in the last couple of months. Before we get into the details of the topic we will be discussing today, let us look at what a misconception is. Misconceptions can form when information is misunderstood, learned incorrectly, or based on incomplete or inaccurate knowledge. They can also arise from assumptions, stereotypes, or misleading explanations. This can impact student learning and is important to address them. In this session, we will explore the misconception. Second class students have about pronouns. Pronouns like he, she, his, and her are tricky for second class students. Many struggle to use them correctly in sentences. In this session, let us explore some ideas on how to help address these gaps. The idea of this session is to help you figure out ways to support students in learning how to use he and she correctly in sentences. Use his and her correctly in sentences. But what do we know about second class students? The basic understanding is that in second class students can form simple sentences but may not understand how pronouns replace nouns. This stems from our observations of their performance in different assessments. To understand this better, let us look at two questions that test students' ability to identify pronouns based on a given context. Let's look at this question where the correct response is her. It was found that 70% of students got it right while the remaining struggled. Here's another question. How many students do you think answered it correctly? Where are students struggling? Only 58% of students picked the right answer, his. Students who picked option A and C did not notice the he in the sentence or were confused which pronoun is associated with which gender. 12% of students who picked he instead of his do not have an understanding of possessive pronouns yet. How do we fix this? Now that we identified the gaps, how can help students learn pronoun? We can try different methods like using story or picture cards, giving real life examples, trying fun activities, practicing pronouns every day. Let's explore some of these. Let us start with teaching he or she using picture or story cards. Show pictures of kids doing activities. Say, this is Ravi. He is playing. This is Sita. She is reading. This helps students remember that he is for boys and she is for girls. Using real life examples. In everyday situations, we can point to a student and say, he is wearing a red shirt. She has a pen. Now, ask students to describe their classmates using he or she. Let us then introduce his and her. Show objects belonging to students and say, this is Ravi's bag. It is his bag. This is Sita's ball. It is her ball. Compare sentences. He plays with his car. She plays with her ball. Learning with games. We can also make learning pronouns a little more fun with sorting game, match pronouns to pictures, role play. Act out sentences using pronouns. Pronoun song. Create and sing a song to reinforce learning. Keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. Encourage students to use pronouns every day in speaking and writing.
Dear teachers, hope you have understood about the misconception posters and how a child gets confused while using the pronouns he, she, him or her. Now, let us see how we can teach in a simpler way the pronouns he and she. Hi children, today I bought some stick puppets with me. Now, let me show you. See, this is Ravi. He is a boy. Children, repeat after me. This is Ravi. He is a boy. Very good. Now, see the next puppet? Yeah, this is Srinu. He is Ravi's father. This is Srinu. He is Ravi's father. This is Rani. She is Ravi's mother. This is Rani. She is Ravi's mother. This is Dear teachers, to say about he and she, lot of exercises are given in our English textbook. For example, in page number 31, let us see how we can say this to our students. Dear children, open your textbooks, take page number 31. Now here you can see a dialogue by Priya. So this is Priya. See what she is saying? He is my father. He is a driver. Now can you see the picture here? Now who is sitting inside? Yes, a man is sitting inside the bus. And what Priya is saying? He is my father. He is a driver. Now can you say why Priya is using he here? Yes children, you are right, because here you can see a man. Now see here, Priya is saying she is my mother. She sells fruits. Now children, why is Priya using she here? Yes, because here you can see a woman. Hope you understood children that for a man or a boy we use the pronoun he, and for a girl or a woman we use the pronoun she. Good. Dear teachers, after making the child understand the concept of he and she, we can give them a lot of practice using TLM. So here we have the TLM with the pronouns and some words which can form meaningful sentences. As we are focusing on he and she, we can make children to form sentences using he and she. Here, he is my student. She is her child. So we can make the students to form as many sentences as possible using he and she. ఈ సెషన్ అంతా జాగ్రత్తగా విన్నారు కదూ? ఇప్పుడు నేను 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ని అడుగుతాను. ఆన్సర్స్తో రెడీగా ఉండండి మరి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద మిస్కన్సెప్షన్ అబౌట్ ఇన్ దిస్ సెషన్? A. Nouns. B. Verbs. C. Pronouns. D. Tenses. What is the TLM used in the demo? A. Balloons. B. Stick puppets. C. Masks. D. Flashcards. Now, let us recap what we have seen in the demo. In this session, we have seen what a misconception is, how a misconception arises, how it impacts students' learning. We have also seen the misconceptions in class 2 regarding pronouns he, she, her, and his. We have seen a few illustrations, a demo using stick puppets, textbook, and TLM.